So I talked about differentiation and of course multilingualism. This is part of what was in our community poll as part of bridging those gaps in inclusion in our classrooms. And I want to talk about basically, let's start with differentiation, looking at imaging. Are you able to draw or act out concepts, label with words from a book bank? Are you able to write simple sentences or dialogues to describe concepts, especially those with learning impairments, dyslexia, autistic students? So you have to be able to know the type of the students you have in your classrooms, such that you're able to plan your lessons well. There are very many webinars on lesson planning on the Teaching English website. I think they're going to share on the Telegram. Feel free to go there, freely available resources. I would share part of it, so you can go there, get those lesson plans. Some of them are talking about this, being able to compare and contrast ideas in a paragraph or in a mini kind of projects. Don't teach for syllabus purpose or saying I must finish maybe these 40 pages. Depending on the learner's needs, the teacher can aim to start small and aim big, writing simple sentences and dialogues to describe different contexts and then be able to build those bigger blocks and paragraphs. Then, of course, with multilingualism, we must be able to ask learners to say a word in their home language and be able to translate it to English. Then that kind of learning, you will find most of the learners learning from each other. I'm seeing, for instance, there are very many teachers from different countries. There are people from Ethiopia here. There are people from Senegal. There are people from Rwanda, almost all over Africa. And we speak our different local languages, but we are all here. We can be able to hear each other in English. So we should be able to ask learners to say a word or two in their home language, then translate, then make them feel at home, learn home, then back to class. Someone is saying, in my context, teachers are trained to speak the L1 of pupils in multilingual context. L1 can be Tamil, Hindu, Urdu, use of trans languages in our multilingual classrooms. Thank you. So welcome from South Africa. Someone is saying, okay, so thank you so much. I think it's Boho, so thank you. Then the peer translation. Invite learners to explain tasks to a partner in a shared language, kind of pair-to-pair of learners. Learners sometimes are always very happy to learn from their colleagues and their comrades and their fellow learners than the teacher. I'm not saying learners should take our spot, but in some instances, let them learn from each other. And of course, story comparison. Read a story in English, discuss its morals in local language. Feel free to have that. In Uganda, for instance, the government is trying to push having thematic curriculum from P1, that's the age of around 8, up to P4, up to the age of around 12 or 13, that learners should be able to learn everything in their local language. The only challenging part is that in different areas, they speak a different language, but they are pushing for that as we transition to the English language. So thank you so much. Next.